Here's how to go from invisible to unforgettable in your brand. The first thing you got to do is know your stuff in your brand. If you're just selling stuff to sell stuff, fake it till you make it, they're going to see right through it. The idea is that, and there's always an argument with this, do you have to have a brand to sell? And the answer is no. But will you sell more, faster, at higher prices repeatedly? Absolutely. You want to do that, right? So the whole idea is, where are you positioning yourself quickly to do that with? Because if you don't do that, then you end up competing in the everyone business. Competing is defeating, and we don't want to do that, right? So where do we go? Where is this part that makes us unforgettable? There's a couple of things that are happening. The first thing you got to think about is, how did you get the offer that you have? In other words, how did you get in business to offer this, whatever it is, sales, products, whatever, for sale? And tell that story. How did you start a company doing this? And tell that story. You might think it's boring. It's not. It makes you stand out. The third thing is, tell stories that are real human. Things that are, hey, here's my bedroom. Hey, this is what the floor looks like. Hey, let me tell you a funny story as a kid, what I learned from my father. That's it. That's it, because it humanizes you as a person. The other thing you have to do is call out the elephants in the room in your industry. Like, here I am in branding. The thing I'm talking about is, websites are total bull. They are. I have proof. 20 years of running my own business and 30 years in branding marketing. Nobody cares about your website. They care about what you do for them and how you make them feel. That is the purpose of your brand. The other thing is that logos are bull. They're just representations of your experience. What you want to do is dive into the experience. How do you do that? Again, through those 3 stories I just mentioned. And there's an additional thing. I told you the elephants in the room. You got to call out the stuff in the room. Think about what I'm calling out right now. I'm calling out websites. I'm calling out logos. What can you call out in your industry? If you're in the meat industry, can you call out all the stuff that's there without mentioning names? It's not about mentioning people. It's about mentioning process and what they're doing and how you're different. For instance, Starbucks never called out Dunkin' Donuts, to my memory. Maybe they did, but I don't think they did. They never called them out. They basically just said, hey, it's not about donuts. It's about pastries. It's not about $1 coffee. It's about customized $5 coffee. Half calf, decaf, on the side with a calf with a splice of, yeah. It's not about extra large. It's about venti. Everybody wants venti. You see what I'm saying? The idea is, what can you call out in the industry that you differ from? Because if you do that, you become unforgettable. When you tell the stories, you become unforgettable. When you call out the elephants in the room, you become unforgettable. When you talk about the tough subjects in your industry, you become unforgettable. That's how it's done.